Coming up to 4 years now, I guess, since you first rolled out CCH Tax Integrator, the former program. You're now moving to CCH Integrator, which is the global version of the product, formerly known as Global Integrator. So tell us a bit about the motivation behind that, what prompted it, and what are you seeking to achieve through the upgrade?
Yeah, so there was a time, probably a good 12 months ago now, where there's this ELS to SBR, so the new way of lodging with the tax office, and Tax Integrator, as we understood, wasn't going to be moving or transitioning to SBR because you're going to support that new product. So we don't really have a choice. We have to go to that if we're going to comply with the tax office. So that was probably I guess the initiator of that conversation. It was then, okay, we're going to make this move. What's worthwhile doing it right now rather than waiting until we have to do it? Have to do it was 1 July 16, but I think that's that time shifting a bit now. But why would we go now rather than later? So what else is compelling? And some other things that we saw there as being compelling were the ability to collect data from our clients in direct interface, having the ability to do that online review and having some of those things embedded in the product was certainly very important to us, and also having some other sort of questionnaires, user-defined work papers and things that we sort of had in Tax Integrator, but they looked far better in Integrator. So those compelling things were, well, okay, let's go. Let's hit it, let's get it done, let's get it all up and running by sort of mid-15, and then we've got a whole year before we then have to have this in place for our SBR compliant bit.
And so having been through that process now, where are you at and what's next?
Yeah, so what date are we? I think it was the 30th of October. We literally turned off our Tax Integrator and we're now using Integrator only. We have been using it for a few months before that, but officially we're only using one now. The building of it was a little bit challenging. Yeah. It's great to have a product that you can customise and do whatever you like in it, but that, with its in the nature of it, requires you to build it and requires you to finesse it, requires you to say, well, that's not what I thought. Yep. Can't we do that? So it's the nature of anything you have to build. You have to get it done correctly. So there's been a lot of work in making sure it's doing what we hope it to do. For that reason, partly some of the things I just mentioned before around being able to collect things from clients, being able to use questionnaires effectively, we haven't actually got as far as we'd like to yet. But we've got new leadership, which is coming through saying, why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing that? We say, well, yes, we can. We just haven't done it yet. Okay. So it hasn't been, painful is the wrong word, but it's been challenging with the limited resources that we have to do it and trying to get it out to market or to the user base quite quickly. Yeah. So it's good, but it's been quite an effort to get at this point. Yeah.